Hey everyone, I'm Becky,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're doing Bickering Book Reviews. Today we're talking about Begin Again by Emma Lord, which I got the eARC off of NetGalley.
Same.
So this book is about Andy Rose, who is a freshman in college. She always wanted to go to Blue Ridge State because that's where her mom went and where her parents met, but she didn't get in originally. So she started at a community college and she transfers in at the beginning of the second semester. She also wanted to go there to be with her boyfriend Connor, but it turns out that Connor had transferred to the community college to be with her. Plot thickens. So she's like, well, I'm gonna make the best of this. So she becomes friends with her roommate, and kind of forms a special friendship with her RA Milo. As time goes on, she also wants to be part of this ongoing contest that the freshmen do, where they're trying to be like seen by secret societies. And she kind of she ends up getting involved with like this underground radio station that's like a secret who's in it. Um, and secrets are unraveled and things are revealed and relationships change.
So it wasn't until you kind of described the plot, like you summarized the plot, that I realized how messy the plot is.
Yeah,
Like,
I like reading it. I didn't really think about it, but like
right.
there's like a lot of stuff going on. And like trying to describe it, I'm like, it
It's
wasn't,
not cohesive. I don't know.
no.
And then like there really isn't time spent kind of building these I don't know, building the bridges and making it cohesive.
Because like her and her like roommate, they become friends really, really fast.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, and then the other part of this book though that I find interesting is that like a lot of the twists are very easy to easy to see. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So like there are a lot of twists in this book, but they are all pretty like not twisty.
I think your average teen reader is gonna see everything coming because I saw everything coming.
And like but I think the overarching kind of thing for me, my experience reading this book is I wasn't a fan of Andy. I really grew to like Milo and I grew to tolerate Andy, but she didn't feel real. She felt like a mismatch of all the tropes of like quirky girl, and like it didn't work. Like when she swears, she swears using her favorite foods. And like I've seen it done before and it's like, like I'm okay, like but it doesn't make her, I don't know, it just didn't feel real. Like it's possible for somebody to have that personality trait, but the combination of personality traits that she had didn't feel realistic.
And I usually love Emma Lord books, but there was just something like it was missing the quirky charm that you usually get in one of her books. And I feel like I kept thinking, is this a teen book? Is this a new adult book? They're in college, and there were just some things that they talked about. Like it felt like very much like it was trying to be like an adult book, and then Andy would do something very childish.
I don't know. I mean, I could definitely see like this. She all like most of her books are for older teens, like
Right.
into new adulthood. That like, but I don't think it could hack it with the new adult books. Like, I think it's on the older spectrum of teen, I think.
But this is like the first one that took place in college, right?
I can't remember.
I feel like all the other one, the characters were in high school. I don't
I,
know. There was something like it just didn't, I mean, it was fine. Like, I didn't like, it just didn't grab me. It was, I didn't have the desire to keep reading.
yeah, no, that yes, that I didn't have the desire to keep reading. Like, it was I don't know, it wasn't a struggle to read because like it's a rom-com book, like, but I just felt like I kept reading and going nowhere.
But it's a rom-com book, but at the same time, like, there's no rom-comness. Like, there's no, like, the relationships aren't developed that great.
Yeah.
And like, it's a lot of telling, not showing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was a different author, would I be like more accepting of it? Because honestly, Emma Lord's first book, Tweet Cute, like was amazing. Like it set the bar super high. And her other two books, I enjoyed. Not quite at the level of Tweet Cute, but I was also like, these are really good. This one feels like it's almost written by somebody else.
I don't know. I just don't think that it just wasn't as good as Tweet Cute. Like, but it wasn't terrible enough for me to be like, I'm never gonna read this author again. Like, I'm not
No.
completely turned off from this author. I just don't think the quality of the book that
Right.
I'm getting is gonna be all like I can readjust my set of expectations when I read these books.
Right. Because like up until this book, like her books, I'd be like, yes, this is the one I want to read next. And now I'm like, okay, like I'll keep reading, but I won't have like that same like I must read it now.
Right. I don't know, and I like for me though, I think that all really stems from my relationship with the main character. Like it could have been better.
Well, and honestly, like usually the thing I enjoy about her books are the interactions between the characters. Be that, like a romantic interaction or like and you have a match or you've got a match. It was the interaction with her and her sister. This I felt like we didn't get those interactions. Like even like she becomes friends with her roommate, but you don't see that friendship build. It just like happens.
Yeah. The interactions are very quick.
Right. And in the last one, which I can't remember the title of, like the interactions between the two main characters were like there was like a charm to it, but it was also like a realistic and like I said, this I feel like we didn't get the relationships, and she's usually so good at writing the relationships.
See, I don't necessarily know if I don't know if the relationships were as glaringly problematic for me. It was the formation of the main character.
Maybe that's what I'm seeing, and it was just all of that's part of it.
Because I liked all the other characters. Like I really enjoyed the cast of characters except for the main one.
Should we just rate it?
Yeah.
Our rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns. We go down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I'm really fluctuating between a 2 and a 3 because the formation of the main character was not good. But I did really like everything else. And so I think Milo saves this book, and that's why I give it a 3.
I did like Milo, and I'm giving it a 3 as well because I feel like I'm judging it harsher than I would if it was a different author because I've enjoyed her other books so much. Because you're correct. Like Milo was a good character, like there were some ideas there. I feel like she was just trying to do too much with the school setting. But I don't know if it was written by somebody else who I'd never read one of their books, I might consider it better.
See, and honestly, I think if it was written by somebody else that I didn't know their books, I would be rating it harsher.
Oh, see. Well, that is where we are on Begin Again, and we'll see you around.
All right, bye.
Bye.